Hello there guys and welcome to the preseason of Season 6 in League Champions Advance. Finally, that large pause is finally over. I had another race, another preseason race in that same league, but unfortunately I had technical problems and I couldn't stream it. Unfortunately, that first race was terrible. It was on Azerbaijan. I haven't practiced a lot in that circuit and ended up DNFing because I touched the wall that glitched when you touch it, exiting turn 19. I had terrible understeer because I was having the front wing destroyed, but now we are in the second race of the preseason races we are having in League Champions Advance for race number 2, as I said seconds ago, for Hungary. And this time I have practiced and hope we get a decent qualifying, and let's begin the preseason. The second race of the preseason testing in League Champions Advance Season 6. Okay, so on my first flying lap of the second race of the preseason, unfortunately I got blocked by a Red Bull, and oh man, I tried to dive bomb him, but unfortunately I made contact. I think he was also in a flying lap, and yeah, we just both made contact. I decided to go in the pit lane, and at least I didn't get a grid penalty, because if you crash with someone during qualifying, you might have a original chance to get a 5th place grid penalty. And the good thing is that that thing didn't happen to me, so I'm having no great penalties. So the place I qualify, it is going to be the place I'll start. So I have 2 more chances to set a lap time, so hope we use those 2 chances very good. But on my second flying lap, heading into turn 4, unfortunately I just ran wide and invalidated my lap time. That is not a good thing, and so this means that I'll just only have 1 chance to just make a full lap time. I think this lap was with used softs, because I had the balance set of tire location, which means that I just only have 3 sets of softs, but that will mean that I would have 2 sets of mediums, and the sets of hards maintains the same, and the same I mean with 1, and that will mean that I'll just only use 2 sets of softs in this session, and I'll save 1 for the race. And so this will mean that 2 of the laps will be on a same set. I was just checking which were the lap times of the other drivers, because I set the lap time still even though I validated, and I just realized that I could end up in a very high position. I didn't pay much attention, but maybe I could be in provisional pole, so I was just a little bit frustrated about it. But we have another chance, so maybe we can make a little comeback in qualifying and maybe qualify well and also do well in the race. So let's get into the garage and wait until the 2-minute mark, and then leave the garage with new sets of thoughts and set a great lap time. Alright, so we are now about to begin the third and final flying lap of this session. That will be the first and only validated lap, if I validated it. And now exiting turn 1, we are seeing that we are improving by over a tenth, and now heading into turn 2. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say unfortunately, more like fortunately, I managed to improve by like 300 of a second, although it wasn't a lot, but still it is something. But unfortunately into turn 4 I did terribly, and exiting turn 5 I'm just only overall improving by 300 of a second. Into turn 6 and 7 I did terribly the chicane, and now well, I was losing time before turn 8, and now we're seeing that a lot of drivers are retiring because they have done their lap and they don't want to go into the pit lane, waste more time. Now we are beginning sector 3, and now we're seeing that we're improving overall by 2/10 of a second and heading to the penultimate corner. Unfortunately I just did a terrible exit and that made me lose a temp, but now we are heading to the final corner. We exit, and what it's going to be, it is a, I don't know, 12th position, not a good qualifying position. Yeah, that wasn't a very good qualifying, and I don't know which was my lap time. We'll check it later on, but well, I was just not going to press the A button, but we're seeing that Rextree sets pole position with a lap time of 1:15.388, followed by Musk, Dosendat, Rodríguez Bala, Lugardo, Captain Cooler, Ran, Chavaga, Devisa, Unde, and Dragon NS, and myself, who qualified in 12 with the lap time of 1:16.128. Then after myself it is Nomadic, then Oscar, and oh well, I didn't pay attention who are the drivers that were outside of the top 14, but one, and that driver that qualified in last was unfortunately my teammate. So yeah, I'm not going to get a good race. I mean, my teammate is not going to get a good race, but well, that won't matter a lot because that won't be my confirmed teammate for season 6. Now let's get into the pre-race strategy and hope we get a good race. So here is the pre-race strategy. We're going to start with medium tires. The default strategy was a soft medium, I think so. I don't know, but yeah, I decided to alter it and I decided to start with mediums. It is not confirmed if I'll do a soft medium medium soft strategy or a medium hard. I don't know, but the thing is that we'll start with mediums, and in terms of fuel load, we lowered the fuel down to 51.5 kilograms. Between the, in the under fuel zone, but well, hope there's a safety car, but if not, still I did not want to underfuel it a lot, and I can just recover all the way until the positive amount of fuel by doing lift and coast and also managing my tires. So now let's get into the formation lap because it is going to happen on this race and maybe in this league. So now let's get into that thing. Alright, so we are about to begin the formation lap for the second race of the pre-season races in League Champions Advance. Despite not counting for the championship, we still need to be clean because this will decide if we are going to be in this season or not. But meanwhile, let's just heat up our tires and well, hope we get a good race and we can come back. Meanwhile, let's just heat up our tires and hope we get a good grid slot position. And well, nothing happened during the formation lap, so I decided to cut that recording and skip all the way to the end of the formation lap. Now we exited the final corner, and now we are about to park our grid slot and how it's going to be, and it is a good one, although it isn't that good because we just positioned Arango was too much to the right, and I wanted to point it like straight or just slightly to the left, not slightly to the right. And we're waiting for the other cars to park their grid slot, and after that we begin the race, but we're seeing that the Red Bull is yet to complete this formation lap. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it got glitched and he is doing another one and the screen got black. I don't know what happened. It might be glitching the game. I don't know. Oscar retired from the race. Well, not race because we haven't even started the race. So it might be the first DNS of the season. DNS I refer to did not start. So yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing for him that he couldn't even start the race. And now the 5 red flags are about to be turned on. Now they have, but we're seeing that all of them are coasted and we're on the way. And now they all have been converted all the way to solid. But we're seeing that Poncho has retired from the race and that deployed the safety car, the full core safety car. And I don't know what's happening. I don't know. That is just a confusing start. I don't know what's happening, and I just checked the messages, and well, I just saw that they decided to move to another lobby. In other words, a red flag, a league's red flag. Well, on my channel, I'm referring to the league red flag as when the host, the lobby host, moves to another lobby, and we should just move them to the same lobby the host is, in order to continue the race in that lobby, and it'll make us a race restart, and that is the league red flag. But the game red flag is the red flag, the real red flag that gets deployed by the game. And well, hope you have understand that thing. But now we are about to join to another lobby because the host has moved to that different lobby. Hope in this time we get a better start and we have no glitches. So wish me luck in that race start. Meanwhile, let's just wait until the race gets restarted once again. Alright, so we are about to customize our pre-restart strategy. I don't know if I changed the strategy. Of course, I was just grabbing my setup. Of course, I'm learning from the mistakes I did in Japan back in Elite Racing League in Season 6, where I forgot to grab my setup in the race restart, but fortunately there was another red flag and I had another chance to grab my setup. The strategy is going to be a sub-medium, and well, I decided to, in reality, well, I didn't have time to reverse the strategy, and now we are starting in P18 in last place, and we are about to be underway, and we are now starting the race from last place, and now we are heading into turn 1. I try to be careful, starting with those soft tires, and I forgot to change my fuel load, and we are heading into turn 1 4 wide, and we are still 3 wide, maybe 4 wide, I don't know, but we are 3 wide heading into turn 2. That is just a little bit of craziness, and now we're seeing that we're up into P12. That is just a great comeback for us. 6 places in just 3 corners, and now heading into turn 5, we're just maintaining that P12 after starting in P18, and now we overtook Maximus, and that means that we are up into P11, and we got up 7 places in just 5 corners. That might be the best start I got in my life. And now we are up into the points. We got up 8 places in just 2 sectors. I think that is the best start I ever got in my life. Maybe beating a great start I did in Elite Racing League on Season 6 in Hungary, where I started in 16th and got all the way up into 8th, ending lap 1, and it was on rain, but in this time it was on dries. It is on dries, and well, on dries these drivers are a little bit better than me, but I don't know how have I been managed to get up all the way up into 10th place in just 2 sectors. Well, let's just maintain our position for now, and unfortunately I just ran wide. Well, at least I didn't get a warning. Still, let's maintain our P10 and hope we can overtake way more drivers. And ending lap 3 and beginning lap 4, I got DRS, and we're still into P10. And into turn 1, we're seeing that the Aston Martin has spawned, and we are up into P9. And well, that is a good thing for us. But unfortunately, I got a track limit warning on lap 2 after going wide into, well, exiting turn 4, not getting into that corner, instead exiting it. And well, I gotta be careful in that corner, or else I'll get the 3-second time penalty if I accumulate 2 more warnings. But for now, let's just maintain our P9, and maybe we can beat them strategically. Later on lap 6, ending that lap, despite Rodriguez having a 3-second time penalty, and well, I decided to overtake him on track and get up in P8 on track, although I was still in P8. But you may wonder why I was in P8, even though I wasn't overtaking Rodriguez before lap 7. And it is because he has a 3-second time penalty, and because of it, I may get up into P7 because Chavaga has also that amount of seconds of penalties. So, well, if we maintain that 3-second gap with him and myself, I'll get up into P7 with the penalties being applied. Well, I just remember that I don't think I have said these words greatly in the first half of this race, so I hope you have understand that thing. And unfortunately, I dropped down to P8 because Chavaga is now more than 3 seconds ahead of us. But well, let's just maintain our tires still. Let's see if still we can beat him in terms of strategy and tire wear. And we're seeing that Rodriguez has boxed, and I don't know which tires he's going to box. I don't know, but maybe we won't get the answer because he is now outside of the points, and I don't see him in the panel. Which tires is he going to beat? But for now, let's just maintain our P8, and we're seeing that Nomadic, it's getting closer and closer to me. Well, I should have said that I'm getting closer and closer with Nomadic. If I would say that thing, you guys would think that he is just catching me and overtaking me, but I was referring that I was catching Nomadic. Unfortunately, I got another warning, so this time I have to be careful, or else if I get one more warning, I'll get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But for now, hope we can overtake Nomadic. And now we're beginning lap 9, and I got the RS, and we're seeing that Chavaga has spawned exiting turn 1, and we are up into P7 on track. and also officially because uh, despite having a 3-second time penalty, he was still more than 3 seconds ahead of me, so I didn't get P7, but he has spun and he's dropped down the order, and so that means that we're up in P7 officially. Well, hope we can overtake Nomadic, but meanwhile let's just manage our tires and wait for a great opportunity to overtake him. Unfortunately, that won't happen because the gap between Nomadic and myself is now more than 1 second, but that will change because the full core safety car is deployed, and it is because Maximus has retired from the race, and that was enough to deploy the full core safety car. Because of that, I decided to box for mediums, although that'll be a gamble because that means I'll do a 24 lap stint, and I don't know, maybe it won't reach until the end of the race, but maybe it will. Let's see. But to make this thing more guaranteed, let's manage our mediums when we box. Now we are ending lap 11, and we're seeing that our softs are at 40% of tire wear, so yeah, that'll be a great time to box. And now we are heading into the pit lane, and well, hope we can jump Nomadic, although it'll be very unlikely because he's too far away from me, and well, if he has a terrible pit stop, I might jump him. And now we are changing our tires to the mediums from softs, and we're seeing that Unde has boxed for intermediate. What the hell? Unde has jumped by myself, and we're seeing that Musk has braked too much. I don't know, I think he wanted to see our place, his place, I mean, to us, and we are up into P5 because we jumped Unde. We have jumped a driver, but it wasn't Nomadic as I was expecting, or maybe wished, because expecting I wasn't because it was too far away, but at least I jumped one driver. But let's now get into the bunching up field. The safety car is now making us bunch up, and meanwhile let's just heat up our tires and let's wait until the safety car ends. And well, the safety car ends at the end of lap 14, and we'll have 21 laps of racing at least, unless there is another safety car. And now we are about to race once again and hope we can overtake Nomadic in this safety car relaunch, although it'll see likely because he is on softs and I am on mediums, and he'll have more grip than me. I deploy much ERS, and now we're beginning racing once again. And lap 15, turn 1, I decided to go into a switchback, but I couldn't do that thing. He out-tractioned me, and well, unfortunately I couldn't get up into P4 and instead just stay in P5. Although at least it is just P5 and not drop down to P6. It could have been worse, but still, let's just manage our tires. And also, another thing is that Nomadic is on softs, so he has to box for another time. He has to box again. I don't think these softs will last until the end of the race. I don't think, unless he manages his tires, which I'm seeing that he's not doing. I don't think he will stay out until the end of the race, so maybe I am now in P4, I don't know, but let's maintain our 5th place. But that unfortunately won't last long, because ending lap 17, Musk is right behind me, and he is getting closer and closer with me, and I tried to defend, but unfortunately that defense wasn't much, and into turn 1 I was in the inside, but Musk has a great traction. He'll traction me, and into turn 2 I was wheel to wheel with Musk, and unfortunately I couldn't be. Oh my goodness me! I almost I almost spun. I was trying to maintain wheel to wheel with Musk, but he didn't leave me space, and we made contact. But well, for me that was a little bit satisfying, that save. So at least it wasn't that terrible. I just dropped a place. So still, I would still drop down to P6 because he was now in front of me. So yeah, right. I don't have much to say about it, but I did a great save when we made contact and I almost spin. So let's just see if we can re-overtake Musk, or maybe we can just managing our tires and maintain P6, and maybe that can be a great thing to do because they might destroy their tires, and especially nomadic, and they might box once again. Unfortunately for us, Musk has got really far away from us, and beginning lap 21, the virtual safety car got deployed, but that won't change a lot because it got deployed not just, but a little bit after we began this lap, and I think the virtual safety car will end at the end of this lap. So yeah, we cannot make a pit stop because when we cross the line to end lap 21 and begin lap 22, maybe the virtual safety car might have been ended, and Musk is now too far away from us that he's up into P4 and has overtaken Nomadic, and the virtual safety car is ending, and let's try to respect the delta time we did, and we're seeing that the gap between Nomadic and myself is now down to 1.1 seconds. I think he might be struggling with those soft tires. Hope we can get into the DRS detection zone. Unfortunately, we didn't get, but maybe we can do in the next lap. I don't know, but we're seeing that Rex3 has boxed, and he's boxing for soft tires. He was on mediums, and we are up into P5 because Sec3 box. So well, let's just maintain our P5 unless Nomadic struggles a lot with those soft tires and boxes once again. And well, as you can see, we are in P3, and reason is because our drivers have boxed, and that meant that they dropped down places and I got up into P3, and unfortunately that won't last long, the times that I was in third place, because Rex3 is overtaking me and beginning lap 27. Now he is all the way up into the podium, but it is on track, and into turn 1 I decided to re-overtake him down the inside, slightly locking my rear brakes, but unfortunately I didn't have much grip, and Rex3 did have a lot of grip, and he out-tractioned me, and despite almost pushing him off the track, he still could re-overtake me, but still I was just in third place because Rex3 has a 3-second time penalty, but I don't know, maybe he'll pull a 3-second gap with me, because, you know, he's on soft tires, and also he's faster than me, so yeah, I won't expect to finish P3, maybe not even P4, because Lugardo is now less than a second behind me, and he might overtake me as well, and I might lose 2 places in 2 laps. Well, at least I didn't lose 2 laps in 1 lap. I mean, oh man, I just got confused. I was meaning 2 places in 1 lap. I don't know. I think I have actually said that, or maybe I just remembered that I just said 2 laps in 1 lap. I don't know, but let's get back into the topic, and beginning lap 28, Lugado overtakes me before turn 1, and I tried to do a switchback, but unfortunately I couldn't do that thing because I got a bad exit into turn 1. Well, not a bad one, a decent one at least, but Lugardo got a better one. I think he was on fresh mediums, and we are, well, maintaining P5. Rodríguez is 13 seconds behind me, so I don't think he'll overtake me, and well, hope we can finish in that place at least. And well, that was a great comeback because we just got up 13 places since we started the race. Remember that we were in last place, and changing topic, we're seeing that Unde set the fastest lap of the race. Getting up back into the topic I was saying, it is that well, I was a bit surprised that I got all the way up into 5th. I didn't think that I would be in these positions. I thought I would be like maximum like P8 or P9, but well, at least it is a good comeback we did. 13 places we got up. That is just an amazing one. So yeah, let's just maintain our 5th place, and also let's just manage our tires so we can get until the end of the race. And well, hope we can do this thing, and hope we don't drop down places. And now we are almost 5 laps to go, and the reason we are in P4 is because Musk has boxed, and we're seeing that the tire is at 50%, and unfortunately the gap between Rodríguez and myself has got down to 6.3 seconds. He might catch me, and we're seeing that the Oscar as we drive on the race and that deployed the full core safety car, and that will mean a disadvantage for us because Rodríguez will box, and well, I don't think he'll be on an advantage because I think he has run out of new soft tires. Fortunately, the race leader wasn't behind the safety car, so let's pass the safety car and respect the delta time, and we're going to box for softs in this lap. Wait a second. Yes, we are boxing for new softs because remember that it is another lobby. I forgot about that when I was talking about Rodríguez and boxing for softs. I forgot about that. On the race restart, I decided to choose the harder set of tire location because it didn't matter a lot because you have 2 softs, 2 mediums and 2 hards, and why would I use 2 softs? I mean, why would I need 3 softs and why would I need 3 mediums if I can just use 2 mediums or just 1 medium and just 2 softs or just 1. So now let's box for new soft tires, and well, hope we can maintain our place. And we're seeing that Drexler and Lugardo are also boxing, and I think that everyone else is going to box for soft tires. Well, I'm not thinking, I am sure that the safety car will end at the end of lap 33, and we'll have just 2 laps of racing. We are exiting the pit lane, and we're seeing that Musk is about to overtake us, and he is approaching, and he overtook us, unfortunately. And to make things worse, well, fortunately that got a little bit better. I was going to say that the Farfan is our teammate, and he is lapped, and I thought that I was going to be just behind my lap teammate, but he, I'm referring to the lap teammate, is in front of Musk, so at least I can overtake one driver when the safety car gets relaunched. So let's get into the bunched up field and let's keep up our tires and wait until the end of lap 33. And yes, I guessed it. Well, I wouldn't say guessed it, but I was just predicting a little. Well, I would say guessed it, yes, but the safety car is in this lap at the end of lap 33, and we'll have 2 laps of racing. And we are now racing once again. We are on the way, and we got a just decent relaunch. We hope we overtake Musk, and into turn 1 I decided to not overtake him and not do a dive bomb. I decided to just maintain my P5, and let's just try to get a little bit cleanly, and we are about to lap my teammate, but Rodisbala rear-ended me a little bit, but fortunately he didn't make me spin. I decided to deploy much ERS, a lot of ERS, and he backs. Oh my goodness me, he almost spins me. And oh boy, Nomadic decided to go for it, and he went for it, and I boxed him, and Nomadic has boxed and has been boxed, and we are up into P7, and that might be P5 because of the penalties. Rodisbala has a 5-second penalty, as well as Dragon and Z, and we are maintaining that place, and we're seeing that Nomadic was trying to dive bomb me down the inside, well, at least overtake me, but now we're about to begin the final lap of the race. I think I rejoined the track quite dangerously. I think he might complain about me, but now we are beginning lap 35, the final lap of the race. I deploy all my ERS, and we are breaking into turn 1. We move, and oh my goodness me, I just realized that I moved during braking, and that is just unfortunate for me. And we're seeing that Nomadic rear-ended me. When he rear-ended me, I just realized that I did something terribly wrong, and it was moving during braking. Yeah, the League Champions Advance owner, Hyperic, gave me these warnings because of that, and all of these warnings, which were just 2, was because I got accused by Nomadic, and the first one was on lap 34, the previous lap, when I rejoined the track quite dangerously, and now we lap my teammate, and the good news is that we might finish 5th place, because Rodisbala isn't more than 3 seconds ahead of us, and we are heading into the final corner. Rex 3 wins the race, or at least crosses the line to finish first, and we cross the line and we finish 5th place. Rex 3 gets demoted down to 4th place. He has 6 seconds of penalties accumulated, and doesn't that is the real race winner. Rex 3 crosses the line first, but he demoted down to 4th place, and doesn't that gets promoted to the race queen, and I got the driver of the day. That is just a great thing. Yeah, the reason why I got the driver of the day, because I just started last place. I started last, and we got all the way up into 5th place. So we just got 13 places up. That is just a great race, if we exclude the final 2 laps of the race, because those were a little bit dirty. They gave me 2 warnings because of that. And here it is, the race results. Oscar and Maximus are the only ones that retired from the race, but Ghostface also retired, but he was classified at 16th place. Berde finished last. Farfan, my teammate, is in 14th. Captain Cooler in 13th. Undin 12th. Tragai in 11th. And Visa is the last player to finish in the points. And King finishes 9th. Nomadic in 8th. Dragon NZ in 7th. Rodisbala in 6th. Myself in 5th. Rex 3 in 4th. And well, doesn't that won the race, and I think Musk finished 2nd. I don't know, maybe he finished 3rd, but well, that is it, guys. Hope you have enjoyed this 2nd preseason race. See you guys in the next race. Goodbye.